Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are outside again. um Sorry, it's because I really see my hair is a mess. I know. But what is even more messier is when someone brings, I'm gonna butcher the hell out of this name, triangulation into relationships. So let's get into it, okay? So pretty much, let me give the definition real quick. So yes, I had to write it down so I won't forget, right? Triangulation in a relationship is a manipulative tactic where a person brings a third party into, your relationship, in a sense where, like, to avoid conflict and avoid direct communication. So most of the time it's used against you, if you're in the relationship and your partner comes along and they're like, hey, like, I was talking to this person, like, for example, like, this person, they're a really good friend of mine, and they bring it in, like, they know about your conflict situation, and they use them to diffuse, in a sense, but it's more mainly about control in the relationship. And also, like I said, it's a narcissistic trait because they want to avoid confrontation. They also want control in the relationship, and then of course, it's very, like, they want to bring insecurity within you, like you're the problem, right? So like, they want to make you the problem, so they bring in another person, like a third party, like I said, another person into the relationship so they could avoid whatever you have an issue with. So yeah, sorry, it's because I saw someone walking. I didn't mean to do that. But pretty much, yes, that's what it is. Okay, so the thing is, with triangulation, like I said from before, like right now, yes, they bring a third party into your conflict to avoid, the whole issue. And like I said, it is a very narcissistic trait, because it's like, instead of like head on, like, talking with you, they have to bring a whole other person into the relationship that has nothing to do with y'all, by the way, but it's to make you insecure and make you, like, feel like what you have going on, like, your what you feel deep down is wrong, and I really don't like that at all. I have talked to my friend before, and I noticed she's gotten into this situation not once, but I believe twice. So I kind of, like, noticed the pattern, because it really is like them avoiding, direct communication with you. And me personally, that's a no-go for me. Like, I don't know, I feel like if someone had to bring someone else into my relationship, like, like, and like I said, it doesn't even have to be like I want to say stranger. Most of the time it could be like their mother, the sister, or a whole, like, other girl in, so it doesn't have to be like non-blood related, it could be a whole, like, I mean, I said that so backwards, it does not have to, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's pretty much, that's what it is. And like, like, me personally, no, don't bring that over here, like, I will not tolerate that BS. I'm being so straight up with you guys. Like, I personally would not tolerate that. Me, like, I know, like, I say this because, I never gone through it. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But me, oh hell no. Like, bro, that would, like, I was short fused. That would, like, literally, like, that would turn me, like, seeing red real quick. So no, guys, like, me personally, nah, that's not something I would tolerate. But I must say this in, like, a straightforward, blunt way. I really see that as a sign of them disrespecting you if you tolerate it, or if you consider staying. But like I said, if you do want to continue pursuing in the relationship, or you know, and you get into this, then what you have to do is set a boundary with that person and tell them directly, because that's the whole main issue, is they're avoiding the direct communication. You need to confront them head first and tell them, hey, this is not what we're gonna do, and two, if we have issues, this is between me and you, you know? Like, it's okay to take advice from other people, but like to bring a whole nother person into the triangulation, yeah, then that's like, you need to point that out and you need to call them out and you need to direct confront them. That's how you would stop, I'm assuming. But if it continues, then like I said from earlier, that is something I wouldn't tolerate, and I don't think y'all should tolerate either if that's ever brought in, you know? Like I said, I notice, I don't think not that many people recognize the pattern, but it is kind of like, I want to say easy to recognize, but it is, because, you know, you're like, okay, let's say, if, like example, I'm talking to this guy and we're doing, you know, conversating really well, and then all of a sudden he mentions another girl and she comes to me to talk to me about the issue that we are having. And like, mind you, imagine if this was like a whole unknown number, a whole like, hey, I'm friends with this guy and he was telling me and this and that, and you know, that's a, like, that would be kind of like an example. Or like, you know, this person already and they still come into your relationship. So like, it's kind of like that. Or like, hey, I'm the mom of you know, like some bullshit like that. So like I said, guys, triangulation is another form of, you know, a narcissistic trait. Like I said, if you want to stay, go ahead by all means, but the thing is, you need to have a boundary set place if you want to continue, and you don't want that to ever happen again. You need to be straightforward, set that boundary, and, you know, be strict, you know, like, hey, like, this is not what I want, and this is, you know, if you can't respect that, then please get up and leave, you know? And I feel like I said, the reason why I don't like that, and I don't like feel like you should tolerate it, is because I feel like it really is a sign of being disrespectful to your emotional needs and feelings. Because like, I don't know, and I also see it as a coward way as well. Like, you couldn't confront me, yeah, you had to bring a whole another person. But like I said, it goes back to them wanting to have control in the relationship and making you insecure about your own feelings. So yeah. Okay, so, oh, sorry guys. Okay, so that is all what I gotta say on this topic. Like I said, if I have more to say on this, I will come back, but like, I really don't. I think I just wanted to bring this up because I noticed this is a thing going on. I think people do talk about it, but I noticed I haven't talked about it on my channel, so I just wanted to bring it up in case if anybody comes along in my video, they could recognize it and they could like, okay, like, I know what it is now, you know? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will come back in another video soon. Sorry, I have to stretch. Oh. Sorry. I am a bit like, tired. But thank y'all guys so much for watching. See you on the next run. Bye.